Alright, hey guys, so today we talk about classification metrics, which is very important when you develop your classification models. So let's go. So let's cover the agenda here. We'll talk about the confusion matrix, then metrics and balanced data. Balanced data meaning 50% are positive classes and 50% are negative classes. Then the next point will be metrics in imbalanced data. So we have like maybe an 80-20 split or even a bigger discrepancy. And then we just summarize the classification metrics. Now let's jump into the confusion matrix, which looks like this. It gives you a count of your how your model basically classifies. So it gives you the true positives. So it's an positive in the data and predicted positively correctly. Then it can give you true negatives here, which is an actual negative, and then it's been predicted negatively correctly, and then also false positive and false negatives. So this is really useful to understand how well your classification model performs. Now, with balanced data, you can have different metrics such as the accuracy metric, which looks at your true positives and true negatives and gives you a proportion, gives you a percentage value of that. So the higher the value is, the more accurate your data is, more accurate your model is, based if it's balanced data, of course. Now we have the other metrics such as the ROC AUC, which stands for Receiver Operating Characteristic, and area under the curve. So this metric is really cool because other metrics you have a fixed threshold. So if it's above the threshold, it's a positive class. If it's below the threshold, it's a negative class. Whereas this particular metric, it is threshold independent. So all the different thresholds are taken into consideration, which is really useful and helps you understand your model better, or at least the output of the model better. And I'll show you a visualization of this right now, which looks like this. So that's your true positive rate, that's your false positive rate. No, wait, give me a sec. Yeah, this is better. So this is your true positive rate, this is your false positive rate, this is your area under the curve. The dashed line is a random classifier which you can use as a baseline. ROC is your actual curve, so how your model performs. So you want your green line to be as top to the left corner as possible, and you want your AUC number to be as high as possible as well. So that is everything regarding ROC AUC. Now we go to, let's see if is this gonna work. Yeah, we go to imbalanced data now. So you have imbalanced data, and one of the metrics you can use is precision, which looks like this. And that's basically here the horizontal, the vertical percentage, and it emphasizes on positive predictions. So you want your predictions to be as positive as possible, if that makes sense, and have a high proportion of that. Now this metric does not consider false negative at all, and where this can be useful is where where false positive are very frowned upon and you don't want these things to happen. So for example, in email spam or fraud detection, so you don't want mistakes to happen and misclassifying an email or misclassifying a fraud. Now we have recall here, also known as sensitivity, which looks like this. And that's basically the horizontal side of the line. So that's basically this part here. And it looks at the proportion of this and looks at how well your actual positive instances are being captured. The precision looks at positive predictions, so that's here below, but recall looks at actual positive instances here. Now this one ignores false positive here, as you can imagine, and it's very obvious if you look at the equation. And where this metric is very useful if you, can you see this? Yes, this metric is very useful if you don't want to miss any positive cases, meaning that for medical diagnosis, you want to make sure your medical diagnoses are accurate. Now you can also have the F1 score, which is a mixture of precision and recall, which is quite nice because then it can capture, you know, the missing pieces which both of those metric has. So, you know, false positive on recall and then false negative. Can you see this? No, and then false negative on precision. Now that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover, and then just to give you a nice summary, here's the final slide. So for balanced data, accuracy is very good, gives an overall measure and a good performance. ROC AUC is great as well because it can measure your performance across all different thresholds. And then for imbalanced data, precision is amazing. It's very useful if you want to focus on false positives and you want to make sure they're not problematic. Recall here, and that's good if you want to make sure all your positive cases are captured accurately. So that means could be in medical diagnosis or in manufacturing, meaning that you don't want bad manufactured product out. And then you have your F1 score, which is just a mixture between your precision and recall. And that's all I wanted to tell you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.